Hello class 6. I'm Upasna ma'am and welcome to the maths class. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well and you are following the materials that are being sent to you and you're doing your homework properly, and in case of any doubt you are free to contact me via your respective class teachers. And so we had already started whole numbers and we did operation on addition, subtraction and multiplication. So today we are going to continue with the same chapter and our topic will be division in whole numbers. So division is the complete opposite or inverse of multiplication. Example, 8 divided by 4. As you can see, 8 divided by 4 we know it gives us 2. Now that is 8 by 4 in the next step. Like this we can write this 8 divided by 4 in this way also. So if 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2, then we can say that this 4 in the previous step was in division. So if we change the side, it will be multiplication, right? So here 4 was division, so here 4 is in multiplication. So if we change its side, it will be 4 into 2, so it gives us 8. So therefore we can say or conclude that division is the inverse form of multiplication. So this is a common general view, that is a by b. If a is one given number, suppose, and b is another number, so if we divide this number we get c. Therefore we can say that b into c will be equal to a. Okay. Now suppose 100 divided by 9. We have to divide this. So how we will divide? Like this. Now you have to know which part of this division is called divisor, quotient, remainder, like this. So the number which divides another number, that is here it's 9. 100 is being divided by 9 here, right? So 9 is the number which divides another number, so 9 or this part will be termed as divisor, and the number which will be divided will be termed as dividend. Here 100 is the dividend. The answer that we'll get, this portion, will be termed as quotient, and if it is not completely divisible, we know that 100 won't be completely divisible by 9, so we will be having a remainder and the leftover portion is termed as remainder. I hope I am clear to all of you. Now there is a formula that dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Means if we need to find out this dividend and we have given with our divisor, quotient and remainder, then we have to multiply divisor and quotient and we have to add the remainder. For example, here suppose we don't know this 100, okay, we don't know what the dividend is. Now we need to calculate this dividend, but we know this divisor, quotient and remainder. So divisor is 9, so we know divisor into quotient, so divisor into that is 9 into 11 quotient plus remainder, that is 1. In this case it's 1. So 9 into 11 we know 99 plus 1, which ultimately gives us 100. So 100 is the dividend. Clear? So you have to remember this formula, that if you are not given the dividend and you are asked to find out the dividend, then you have to multiply divisor into quotient plus remainder. This formula is termed as division algorithm. Okay, the same thing I have explained it here. Now properties of division. First is 5 divided by 2. This is, I have explained each of the property with example. So 5 divided by 2. Here 5 is a whole number, we know 2 is also a whole number. But it is not necessary that whenever we are dividing two whole numbers, the resultant will be or the result will be a whole number also. Okay, it may not be a whole number. So this is the property, first property. Now second property, anything divided by 0 becomes meaningless. So for example, 25 divided by 0 gives us no result, that is meaningless, that is error. So no whole number can be divided, or nothing can be divided by 0. Okay, 0 is being divided by any number, any non-zero whole number. Okay, non-zero whole number means except 0, 1, 2, 25, 99, anything. If 0 is divided by any such number, then the answer will be 0 always. Okay, now for example, 0 divided by 40, we get 0. Now any whole number when divided by 1, we know that we will get that number itself. So if 2 divided by 1, we will get 2. Clear? Now exercise 3E. Divide and check by corresponding multiplication. Or the same question can be given as divide and check by division algorithm. Means you have to apply that formula. First we need to divide normally, and then we will check if our answer is correct or not through the division algorithm formula. So here it's given 612846 divided by 582. So we are dividing this. Okay, normal division. And we can see that here it's completely divisible. 612846 is completely divisible by 582. So we get the quotient as 1053. Now we have to check through the multiplication process or division algorithm whether it's correct or not. So we know that divisor into quotient plus remainder gives us dividend. So we put our divisor 582 into quotient 1053 plus remainder is 0 because here we have got no remainder. So finally we get our answer 612846, which is exactly equal to the given dividend of our question. Clear? So it's checked. Again the same thing, 93575 divided by 400, you have to divide. Here we can say see that 375 is our remainder. So we'll put the value of divisor, quotient and remainder in our formula. Dividend equal to divisor 400 into quotient 233 plus 375. So if you multiply this, we get 93200 plus 375, which gives us the final dividend, which is given in our question as 93575. Okay. Now find the value of the given expression, that is 32,277 divided by within bracket 648 minus 39. So here we will apply BODMAS rule. We have already known what is BODMAS rule, right? So as per the BODMAS rule, we first have to solve the portion given in the bracket. So bracketed portion is 648 minus 39. So we'll subtract that first and we will get 609. So if we divide this given number by 609, we will get 53 as our final answer. Next, another 1573 divided by 1573. We know anything divided by itself, we get 1. So 1 minus 1573 divided by 1573 again. So we will get 1. So 1 divided by 1, we get 1 as our answer. Okay, as per the BODMAS rule, we have to solve the bracketed portion first, and whatever we get from that bracketed portion, the rest of the operation will be performed. Just a second. Here in the question it was minus. I have given here division sign. This is wrong. Kindly change this thing. 1 second. So 1573 divided by 1573. Okay. Cancel this out and write 1573 divided by 1573 gives us 1 minus, since this is the minus sign, then 1573 divided by 1573 gives us again 1. So ultimately our answer will be 0. Okay, this will be our answer. I hope I am clear to all of you. 1573 divided by 1573 gives us 1. The sign outside the bracket is minus. Again 1573 divided by 1573 we get 1. So 1 minus 1 gives us 0. Next, kindly change this portion. Okay, in the next step I have put division sign by mistake. This is wrong. This is the correct portion or correct solution. Next we have, on dividing 55,390 by 299, the remainder is 75. Means on dividing 55390 by 299 means 55390 is the dividend and 299 is the divisor, and remainder is 75. We have to find the quotient using the division algorithm method. So we know the formula, dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So but here we have to find out the quotient. So you have to change the places of this formula. Like dividend here, it will be as it is, but remainder in this side it was plus. If we change the side, it will be minus, the opposite sign. Okay, when we change this side, the signs gets opposite. So if plus, then minus, minus plus, division becomes multiplication and multiplication becomes division. So here remainder was in plus, so if we change the side it will be minus. Okay, and here divisor was in multiplication with the quotient, but if we change its place or change its side, it will be in division. So dividend minus remainder divided by divisor, it will give us the quotient. So we put the values in the formula. So dividend given is 55390 minus 75 divided by divisor 299, we get our quotient. That is, our final answer will be 185. Okay, next sum. What list number must be subtracted from 13601 to get a number exactly divisible by 87? What list number must be subtracted from 13601? So for this we need to divide the number first. So 13601 divided by 87, we will get 156 as our quotient and 29 as our remainder. Now this 29 should be subtracted, okay, because this is the extra portion. So this list number should be subtracted from 13609 to make it completely divisible by 87. So if we subtract 13609 minus 29, that is the remainder, we get 13572. This number will be completely divisible by 87. So if we check this out, 13572 divided by 87 will give us 156. Okay, so our final answer will be 29 should be subtracted from the given dividend to make it completely divisible by 87. Next, what list number must be added to 1056 to get a number exactly divisible by 23? Now we have to add some number to 1056 to make it divisible by 23. In the previous case it was list number to be subtracted, but here list number is to be added. First we have to divide normally. So here we get, if we divide 1056 by 23, 45 will be our quotient and 21 will be our remainder. So we subtract the remainder from the divisor. So divisor minus the remainder, we get 2. Okay, so 2 must be added to the given dividend, that is 1056, to make it completely divisible by 23. So if we add 1056 plus 2, that is 1058 divided by 23, it gives us 46. So our final answer will be 2 should be added to make it completely divisible by 23. Find the largest 4-digit number divisible by 16. So largest 4-digit number we know 9999. Okay. So 9999 divided by 16, normal way, normal division, we get 624 as our quotient and 15 as our remainder. So 15 will be subtracted, okay, from the given dividend. So we get 9984. So this 9984 is the number which will be completely divisible by 16. In this question, the question asks that find the largest 4-digit number that will be divisible. So our answer is this one, 9984. But in the previous question, it was asked that which number is to be subtracted or added. Okay, so be careful with the question what is being asked, whether the number which is to be subtracted or added that is asked, or the final divisible number is being asked. Next, the population of a town is 517,530. If 1 out of every 15 is reported to be literate, find how many illiterate persons are there. So total population we know, so out of 15%, every 1 person is literate. So out of 1 person, 1 by 5 will be literate, right? So out of 517,530, how many persons will be literate? We have to multiply this 1 by 15 into 517,530. So this will be our final answer, 34,502. So your homework will be exercise 3E and 3F, and take out some few minutes of your day every day and sit with your maths. Try to divide your whole lesson, whole video into parts so that you can complete it easily and without any load before the next class. So thank you class, stay healthy, stay safe, and goodbye.